giants
People who came from the
in
sky.
the sky. Yeah.
What up? Go, come on stage.
What? Hold on. It won't let me up.
Oh, that's so weird.
I didn't know we had to do all that. I'm here. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Could you hear me before though, or no? Whatever.
Yeah, I hear you before.
Well, welcome to the Middle Letters.
Welcome to the
Another
Letters.
wacky Sunday, I guess. I don't know what's going on. My name is Kobe.
I'm Shad.
That's Rashad. How's your Sunday going, bro? How's your weekend?
Good, man. Weekend's good. Lot of recording. Like I told you before we jumped on, just finished up my verse, and we're giving it a listen before we send it out to our super producer, D-Rock.
Okay, what's up?
So we got Cuz in the background right here. Cuz, can you
I
see
see him. I just saw him.
see
Damn, what up, Cuzzo? I just peeped him.
See what they're hiding? So
Man,
he
get some
chilling
rest.
in the background. I have him on, but that camera ain't working right in that studio. So yeah.
Okay. But yeah, welcome to the letters. Today we are doing something kind of. We did a show a few weeks back called Project Stargate. This is kind of, I guess, we add on to this. I believe in that one. They discussed remote viewing.
Yeah.
The moon. Well, this one's talking about remote viewing Mars. So pretty interesting stuff. I like the creator. Is it Casp? What's his name? Casoersight.
I gotta go to it. Let me see.
But he if you went through a few weeks ago, Casoersight. He covered the one where the man had something jump into his truck bed. So he covered a lot of interesting stuff, and so this was essentially about remote viewing Mars and how what NASA kind of like confirmed what this remote viewer claimed they were seeing. Essentially.
What?
So you do us a favor, like and subscribe. We are a new channel trying to, open people's eyes up.
We saw 24 people in here, man. Come on back. Stop.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Come back. Come watch this. React with us to this YouTube channel. Let us know what you think about it. There's some weird stuff going on. I mean, they just.
Yeah.
I think I can look in on the background, but they just found a asteroid, I believe, that had glucose on it, which is pretty crazy for us to find an object outside of Earth with sugars on it, which damn near confirms there's life outside of Earth. There's more confirmation of alien life. I remember this guy who was talking about it. There's more confirmation of alien life than there is like confirmation of the Bible. Like that's crazy. But
that's wild.
Yeah,
that's
so
wild.
I'll look for it. Someone he mentioned it in his live. They debate all type of stuff, but he just had mentioned it. I need to look into it more. I don't remember what the asteroid was called, but there's some stuff going on. I mean, we got Atlas. There's still some weird things with that. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Pops just sent us a deal which kind of blows the mind of our reality and our universe, and it's just a theory right now, right?
Yeah. Just a theory, but a lot of similar statements from this. There's been a lot of theories about this lately.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm right here, bro.
Oh, yep, you're here.
I just text you. I just want to read your text. I'm here.
Yeah. So,
anyways, let's just go ahead and get into this.
I'll cue it up here.
All right.
Remote viewing proves so this remote viewer basically saying they proved that we came from Mars, which is a theory that's been discussed a lot. There's a movie that kind of kicked that process off. I forgot what it's called. For
I can't
me,
remember if it's Mission to Mars or
yeah,
what was the other one with Matt Damon. It was the one that Matt Damon wasn't in. So whatever.
that one. Yeah. But yeah, let me blow this up. All right, so yep, this is called Remote Viewing Crews That Came from Mars by Joe McMoneagle Explained.
Shout out to this brother.
And the YouTube channel is Casoersight. So dope channel. Check him out. Like and subscribe. He has a lot of good stuff on there.
Indeed.
And yeah, let's get it cracking.
All right.
Mate, this has got to be the biggest news in a long time. What if I told you that a US government trained psychic was asked to remote view Mars, but not on this present day, but 1 million years ago? And the visions that he saw were later confirmed by NASA. This is a declassified document that you can actually check out. This isn't science fiction. This is real. Before we get into the images and the videos of Mars and things like that, let me just tell you briefly what remote viewing is, otherwise known as RV, okay? It is a ability that apparently can be trained, but it's an ability to view distant locations without actually being there, okay? The US
Doctor Strange
government
does
took
it all
this
the time.
proper seriously. Like, for 2 decades, they invested time and money into a program called Project Stargate. All right, this isn't so. This isn't something you could just it's a load of rubbish. You just palm off. Whether it's real or not, okay, that could be questionable. We could argue about that.
You could argue that, but he may say it, but it is a CIA document. You can go online and read about Project Stargate. So
That
fake
part.
or not, you know what I mean? If you think it's fake or not, you can literally go read about it.
The CIA thinks
But
it's
to
real.
have a government invest that amount of time and money and resources into a program, it's got to have some sort of credibility, right?
Yep.
Now, arguably, the most famous remote viewer out there is Joe McMoneagle, okay? He was a former Army intelligence officer, and he was responsible for remote viewing 450 cases. He's been responsible of finding locations, finding missing people. Like this is crazy. So me personally, especially when it comes to paranormal, I would say ghost, spirit, psychics, I'm a bit skeptical of. Only because I was once that myself in a little bit of a way, you know, there's another story. But when it comes to this remote viewing, I've got to be honest with you, it's quite new to me. So I'm like, what is it? But when I see these declassified documents talking about it, I'm thinking, mate, is this actually real? Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm taking everything with a pinch of salt. I want you to decide. So this is the part that gets really nitty gritty, really strange, okay? In 1984, Joe McMoneagle was given some coordinates. That's all it was. It was basically given an envelope, and inside there were coordinates. And the only thing that they said to him was, describe what you see. That's the only thing that was asked of him. Here's some coordinates. Describe what you see. That in itself is crazy, because if I was given coordinates and I just wanted to, like, you know, pretend that I was this sort of like remote viewer, I'd be like, yeah, you know, we're in a forest. Oh yeah, it's muddy. Lots of stones around, right? This dude went straight to Mars. Like, what? Anyway. So when with these coordinates, he started to focus. He closed his eyes, I would imagine, blindfolded, you know, headphones on. He started seeing a barren, dusty landscape, but with signs of these massive structures and signs of civilization, buildings, and also tall humanoid beings, 10 to 12 foot tall beings. This is what he was relaying. He was talking about an ancient civilization on Mars with beings that 10 to 12 foot tall that was destroyed by a catastrophic disaster. This is what he spoke about in 1984. He described tall beings that looked like us, but just super tall. Now, I have to just say, before we carry on with the images and stuff like that, at the end of the video, please go and check out a video that I made a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I can't remember. It was my theory. I think it was called My Theory. I'll leave the link up here somewhere. And in a nutshell, I said that we were once on Mars.
You're not the only one who said that.
And shit happened on Mars, and we had to jump ship, so we came to Earth. One day, something bad is going to happen on Earth, and we are going to go back to Mars. That's my theory in a nutshell. But please go and check out the video, right? So if you think you're quite interested now about
Mars is a dead planet. I would like to hear his argument.
Yeah, how are we going to go to that Mars other than there?
It's a dead planet. So, all right.
It makes no sense. All right.
Joe saw, okay? This is where it gets even more crazy. Because NASA released images that back up what he was saying in 1984. Like to a T. And I've got videos to show you. All right? This is absolutely huge news. Like, oh God. It's crazy news. If it's real, if it's true, okay? Now, I've actually got the declassified CIA document, and I'm going to leave it in the link for you to go and check out. It's you can go and check out yourself, but I'll leave it in the link for you, okay? I haven't read it all, but it's incredible. So this is where it gets really strange, okay? So like I say, NASA released these photos. Now, one of which you've probably seen before. It's this face-like looking structure on Mars. Now, some people say that that's a sign of a civilization, and some people say that's just like pareidolia. It just looks like it, and you just, it's like wishful thinking, okay? However, it still is strange that Joe saw this in 1984 and then these images come out. So whether it's a civilization or pareidolia, you can't deny that he saw this, and you can't deny that that's crazy to think that he saw this, whether it's like a civilization or not. He saw it and later on confirmed.
And I don't know who the 90s kid was watching, or I mean, definitely Gen X can definitely count, but they used to show that image all the time. Sci-Fi Channel used to show that image all the time, of those images.
Yep.
Like, that was back in the 90s, so it's not like that's a real photo. I remember seeing that photo all the time. I didn't understand what it meant until I got older.
That's what he saw. That's mad. Now, just going back to Joe a little bit, because I want you to understand how, like, almost pinpoint accurate this guy was in certain cases. There's one of the most famous viewings that he did was a Soviet Union submarine. He described this submarine before it was built, right? Before it was built. And the CIA said that it was so accurate, there must be something about this remote viewing. Although at the back of that, they end up closing Project Stargate in 1990. So that's just weird. Or did they? Did they close it down? We don't know. Is it still going on now? Probably. Maybe. Don't know. Maybe not. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos now of Joe McMoneagle talking about this. It's very interesting.
In May of 1984 at the Monroe Institute, I had been training with Bob for almost 14 months, learning to control my out-of-body experiences. It turns out you can do very specific things with out-of-bodies that you can't do with remote viewing. If you want to know how the trigger mechanism works on a Chinese nuclear weapon, out-of-body's better, because you can go to the Chinese nuclear weapon and put your face in it, look around, do detailed drawing. But if you want to know where all the parts from the weapon came from, remote viewing's better, because all the parts are intricately linked together. My training officer, Skip Atwater, would come in from the project and test me to see whether or not my remote viewing was getting any better. One of the training tests that he brought was a target that I didn't know anything about. Well, this particular week, he brought a Mars target. I didn't know it was a Mars target. He gave a sealed envelope to Bob Monroe, which inside had a card that said Mars 1 million years BC. He had a list of coordinates. And the first set of coordinates was 44.89 degrees, 9.55 degrees west. I didn't know anything about the targets as I was laying in a dark black cube in the lab, floating on a sea of salt. And the first thing I heard was the coordinates. And this was my response.
Hang on, what did he say? Hang on, sorry, what did he say?
Stranger Things.
Was this about the conditions of him doing remote viewing?
I didn't know anything about the targets as I was laying in a dark black cube in the lab,
Stranger Things got it from.
floating on a sea of salt. And
Say it.
That reminds me of that film with Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Where
Minority
they
Report.
have that girl in a bath, and it predicts like a murder event, and then Tom Cruise has to go and arrest this person before he murders this person. What was that called? Man, I'm telling you, these films, mate, they know more than what we think, you know?
first thing I heard was the coordinates. And this was my response. I got a great view of a pyramid form, sitting in a large depression. It's yellowish ochre colored. I get clouds, a severe storm, major geological trauma. Then I was asked to visit the site before the trauma. They said, go back before the trauma. They said all the dirt had disappeared. There were now smooth walls. Everything was flat, megalithic. I said something about, gee, is this a new pyramid? Did they discover a new pyramid? Because it's really large. Shadow of people, fragments, memory of people. They said, go back to when they were there. Large people, thin and tall, wearing strange clothes, skin tight, very tight, almost can't see them.
Huh?
This is actually the depressed area.
Oh,
this is the pyramid.
That's where that face is?
That's the face.
Actually a double layered pyramid. In a canyon looking up steep high walls that go on forever.
Can we look at that image now? Can we find that image right now, bro?
I don't know. NASA probably wiped it.
Oh,
I know they've done it with the face, so you might want to Google it. But I mean, that's obviously an ancient city.
Getting very large structures, rabbit warren of huge corridors and rooms. That's a canyon, and that's the pyramid. Now, what's really interesting about this particular pyramid, you notice it's sitting on the side of the impact crater. And that's a real trick, because that means the pyramid had to be put there after the impact crater.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Because if the impact crater hit after the pyramid was there, it would have destroyed the pyramid. The other interesting thing about this picture is you can measure the shadow of the crater, and based on the angle of the sun, you can estimate the size of the crater wall as being 3,000 meters tall. Now look at the shadow on the pyramid. Pretty tall pyramid.
Yeah.
Bro, that thing is huge.
That's a 20,000 meter tall pyramid.
Bro. I'm not
20,000.
I gotta go back. I'm over being
20,000 meters.
The other interesting thing about this picture is you can measure the shadow of the crater, and based on the angle of the sun, you can estimate the size of the crater wall as being 3,000 meters tall.
Oh my God.
Now look at the shadow on the pyramid. Pretty tall pyramid.
Yeah.
That's a 20,000 meter tall pyramid.
20,000. What? 20,000 meters. That's 12.5 miles. What? It's 12.5 miles.
12 and a half miles tall, bro.
Here's something else interesting. That pyramid's even closer to the edge. There's the road in, there's the road out. This is a general area. Pyramid's huge, but different this time. The reason these were different is because they were a cluster. These are like shelters from storms. Designed for sleeping, I specified hibernation, sleeping through savage storms. I'm asked to find out why. They're an ancient people trying to survive. It's past their time and age.
So this, I don't want to sidetrack this too much, but might be a good image of
all right, what you got?
What he's looking at, if I can get back to it. That's crazy, but
yeah, that's what she said, Shell.
You see this one. I don't know. You see like
right there.
Right. Maybe can I switch over to that one? Maybe. Sorry, Rashad. I'm doing a lot over here. Let me see if I can go to the actual image.
Because the one that you had, like you can see the city, you can see everything.
That'll be this. Okay. So that's the crater he's talking about.
That's the crater he's talking about. Yep.
That'd be the face.
I don't see the pyramid, but
I don't see the pyramid, but
you kind of have to draw that out.
How can I reference it back with the? Yeah, I wish I could do more with I could do more with this app. But he has a wall.
But bro, look how big that city is, though.
I didn't know this. So, here's the pyramid right here. 5 side, like.
Well, there's a 5. That's a 5-sided pyramid, but
then the pyramid that crater he was on.
Yeah.
Man, what?
How much proof? How much more proof did you need?
Is this real? Is this the real? Yeah, this is the real. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Let's just watch the video. This is crazy to me.
Yeah, we got too much longer in the video. Huh?
I don't know. No, yo, they had a whole city. I mean,
yeah. But nobody cares because at the end of the day, you still got to pay these bitch ass bills.
Yep, that's true.
They're waiting for the return of someone sent to find a new home. Their world passed through the tail of a comet. I had a sense that their atmosphere was stripped away or destabilized when it passed through the tail of the comet. This is an old fort. Now, what's interesting about the old fort, this is actually a pyramid. That's one side, that's the other side, that's the other side. The tip is missing off the top and it's hollow. They call it the old fort. It's always referred to as the old fort. That's a grouping of pyramids.
That we thought in the image we were showing you.
Yeah.
And that's a building, or what's left of a building on a sort of a plateau. Or
because again, these sharp angles, right?
Yeah.
That's a drawing I did of the larger beings. What I think in actuality, there really are no such thing as Martians.
That's what I would have drawn in the 5th grade.
Martians are as us.
We're the Martians.
I think we're descendants of the original inhabitants of Mars.
That's what I said, mate.
And we're the ones that never went back.
And we go.
What if Mars is planet Nibiru?
I don't know if it's planet Nibiru, but that's a good theory, buddy. That's a very good.
That's what they called it.
Because when they came from planet Nibiru, they said they had to go to the Hammer Bracelet, which is the asteroid field. So the asteroid field is between Mars and Saturn, though, right?
I have no idea, bro. Maybe it shifted.
Where's Pops? So we
don't know what it'd be like back then. But
I do better than that in the 5th grade. All right,
that's crazy. All right.
All right.
We're going to continue this search of understanding who we are, where we came from, and what was before us.
I keep popping it, I keep telling to play it, but remember we had the short of our it was due to some mathematical law, right, bro? How our DNA is older than Earth itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Like our DNA is like 4 billion years older than Earth.
Yeah, or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So the asteroid belt, Kobe, is between Mars and Jupiter, not Saturn. Sorry.
Okay.
Mars and Jupiter.
Well, they wouldn't have to go do that to go to Earth.
Maybe
well, they would if they were not from Mars. So if they're coming from further out in the solar system, then they have to go through it.
Okay.
Of what is the future?
What the mate?
Maybe I'll bring that back.
I've got more.
Yeah,
we
missed
go
that.
to Mars, we're going to continue this search of understanding who we are, where we came from, and what was before us, and may be foretelling of what is the future.
That's big. I know we're being a little dramatic because we're on you. I mean, I'm not trying to be, but like, I want that to hit. What do you like? You know what I'm saying?
So what does Mars
have to do with us?
Have to do with our past? Have to do with us?
They're telling you without telling you.
Man,
this was in Hollywood. That was the mission of Mars. The dude. They talked about how we're from Mars, and look at this. This is weird, man.
They told you that without you even asking. Because it used to be that Mars were Martians who would come and invade the Earth. You know what I'm saying? Before they really knew anything about it. And now you have this movie coming out, and when that movie came out maybe 20 years ago, saying, "Nah, y'all are from there."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And nobody said anything about it.
That director knew about Project Stargate, knew about Joe McGee. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
Knew about Joe, my bro, and made that film. I mean, that's how they all do it. I mean, look at George Lucas. He knew about Anunnaki. Like they be showing you stuff.
Yep.
Without you asking for it, like Rashad said.
Yeah.
All right.
What the mate? I've got more videos for you. 1 second. But
they're really good creators.
The question that I've got in 1984, what did they know, and why specifically did they say, "Look at Mars 1 million years ago"? Like, what do they know that we don't know? Why? Why not Neptune 1 million years ago?
Bro.
Earth 1 million years ago.
I'm sorry. It's like our pyramid, or the Battle of the Gods. Well, that one got messed up, but Battle of the Gods. This kind of points. Look at that crater they're showing us. What that battle wasn't on Earth.
What if it was an interstellar battle?
We talked about that. It wasn't an interstellar battle.
Right. Like it was on Earth, it was on Mars, on multiple planets. Possibly.
We're joking like it's Cybertron. Like that was a trend. Like, I mean, maybe that could have been.
Maybe that's where they got it from. Yeah, maybe that's where they got that from. You know.
Imagine what they really do know, man.
Yeah, they know. They know.
It's incredible. Here, here's another video. I hope I can show it. But it talks also about a red light, like a red beacon that was seen, that he mentions. He didn't mention on this video, but he mentions in this later one that he saw a red light, a beacon, almost like these like beings or us back then were calling out for help. And later stage, years later, that red light goes out, right? Let me just tell you, these images, apparently you can request these photographs, right, from JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is a NASA-sponsored research center, specializes in robotic space exploration. Okay, so because it's funded by the public, you can ask for these photos. Now, apparently, you can't just say, "Can I have the photos of the civilization?" You have to have the exact coordinates, and then they'll give it to them. They're not just going to say, "Oh yeah, I know which one you mean." By the way, not only
civilization,
this red beacon, but also a potential mobile phone, which was 3 foot big A 3-foot big mobile phone type looking device. Now, I'm not saying it is a mobile phone. It could have been anything. Now, I know also that even if you are 10 to 15 foot tall, a 3-foot mobile phone is pretty big, right? But then again, when mobile phones first came out, mate, they used to be about 1 meter long, right?
Yeah.
These massive things.
The wire.
Yeah, so who knows? Take a listen to this.
Okay.
That's on Mars.
That's on Mars. That's a bone.
That's a bone.
What?
Yeah. It certainly isn't a stone.
That does not look like a stone. And you got these from JPL?
Yeah.
Really?
Come right off a negative of Mars in their
Looks like
mapping
a femur.
series.
I can't
These
tell
little
like
buildings.
the size of stuff.
Like
One
a hip
there,
and a femur.
one there. Here's 3 in a row.
Buildings.
Yeah.
This is on Mars.
Here's a building over here.
Is it a picture from a rover or is it a picture from a telescope or?
It's a picture from a mapping. Here's a curlicue.
Like that just looks so strange.
It's a picture from a mapping satellite. That's a satellite making maps of Mars.
Wow.
That is a non-natural edge. You don't get a 30-mile edge like that.
Wow.
By
30
nature.
miles.
30 miles.
That's a sheer cliff.
How long is that?
30 miles.
30 miles.
30 miles, bro.
miles,
I'll
man.
show you where it comes
What?
from.
Where's it coming? Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, bro, what? Wait, is this real?
I don't know. Certainly cool.
So I gotta say that. We don't know if everything's real. We don't.
No.
We see how I'm acting. But are you kidding me? Like
30 miles,
hell?
bro.
Wait, my dad says, "What the hell happened on Mars?"
What?
He says it about what the hell's going on in Minneapolis.
What the hell's going on in Minneapolis?
What the hell's going on Mars? That is crazy. I'm trying to look. I'm always trying to look on Google, but I'm just watching the video.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is
30
that?
miles. So we're talking 30, 60. We're talking about 90 to 100 miles, this thing.
It's like a building.
that edge. It's just a deep
What the hell is that
chasm.
rock thing? What is that weird?
That's a
squiggly thing?
perfectly straight edge. It comes out of
What
right
is that?
here and goes straight as an arrow all the way across and then fades into the ground there.
What is
Here's
it?
a cavern, and it's got all this like wire stuff on the top.
So that's a subterranean
That's
cavern?
a subterranean cavern. You cannot see into it, but it's very deep.
And there's wiring?
That's wiring. Here's the interesting part.
Chat,
Oh
this
my
ain't blowing your
gosh.
mind. I'm just saying that's not
it is mine.
that's not blowing, that's not making y'all be like, what the hell is going on?
Because they still got to pay bills tomorrow. I got put my specs on for this.
That shit is crap. Oh my, I'm not trying to swear, but that's
Could be mining.
crazy.
Yeah. It might be mining operation, or maybe they had underground cities.
All right, I'm gonna let him rock out. He probably the same thing we're doing.
Because
When we first
real
caught
quick,
this on Mars,
the signs of an advanced life, and a lot of people don't think about this, is that when you build, you don't build on top of the planet, you build in the planet.
Below it.
So
Yeah,
that
in
you
the
can
planet.
survive,
How did we
extinct level events.
would it be maps? Like we want maps of Mars? Like I just want to see though. He said they got it from JPL.
Mhm.
Man, I'm about to be looking at this on the low while we
Mars,
That's
there
great.
was a bright red light right here. That's gone out since we caught it. I actually have a photo
So
of
there was
the
a light in that building.
What do you
Right
think?
now.
bright
the
red
light-
light.
What do you think the light was? Well, that almost implies that there's something there now.
Yeah. Let me show you something else.
So there
Or
are people
was.
at JPL who definitively
There you
think,
go.
is that real?
JPL.
That's real.
Write that down.
That's 3 feet long and that big around.
That's
And it's got buttons.
So, yeah, it's got buttons and almost like maybe. Do you remember the old arcade games where you had the ball and you span it like that for making people run? And
Hold on,
move?
what did they say? I'm
One
gonna
of
pause
those-
so we can read it. We're almost done, y'all. This is crazy
We can
to
probably
me.
move on after this.
The one guy in another video said that Martians lied lived underground before it became totally uninhabitable. Bro.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Things.
What is
He's
that?
on it in a rotating thing.
That
here.
was taken on Mars.
That's laying on Mars, man.
And if you sent that to like
That's
a
a
NASA
ship.
photo instrumentation specialist, they
Oh.
wouldn't be able to
they'd
debunk
say
it.
It's a
what they
structure.
do is they'd say,
It's not natural.
bullshit. That's not off of Mars. Well, I have the negative.
He's got the negative. Look at this. Man. And he's got the negative.
You have the negative.
Yeah.
All right.
So
What?
There you have it. Mars, ladies and gentlemen.
God, y'all. That is crazy. That is crazy.
I don't know what that was. But I like it.
I didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press that. Oh no.
Awkward. So yeah. Crazy.
Man.
Crazy. And I think that so we have to give our opinions on here, what we think what we believe is real, what's not. But I think that a catastrophic event happened, extinction level event happened on Mars. And I think it was war that killed the planet.
Bro. I mean, this is bro. Look at this is on a website. What is it? Economics.com. It's not like they don't hide it no more.
Because they know folks ain't even looking at it anyway. They keep us in this rat race, man. They keep us in this cosmic treadmill, man. So we don't even go look at that.
You see that?
No, I can't. No, you're not sharing.
It's supposed to be in Mars.
I don't see anything.
My computer is being crazy. I'm gonna have to jump off.
If it wasn't having it, I would agree. Yeah. It seemed to make the most sense, Nate, because they found isotopes on Mars, in the Mars soil, and air, or air. It's not like it has air, but atmosphere that are related to nuclear weapons, and you only find it in nukes. That's it. So basically, the evidence is showing that Mars was bombed, damn near. So yeah, it's pretty crazy indeed. So yeah, but anyway, that'd be my guess, that it was an interstellar war, and it affected Mars and probably Earth in some places, because we talk about the Sahara, and there's basically glass in Sahara, like in the Sahara Desert, and I think we were talking about it last week. There's a city where there are like bodies that even haven't even moved or holding hands, and they're totally obliterated. It's crazy, but it looked like a nuclear weapon went off. So anyway, what up, bro? You back?
I think so. I don't know. It wouldn't let me share that for some reason, but I mean, IFL Science. If you don't have a website that you can, it's like a Facebook group you can join. They have images of it, and yeah, it's like square structures. NASA JPL. So, bro, this is crazy, bro. I'm looking at this while we do our show. This is crazy stuff right now. Like, what?
It's crazy work. It is crazy work indeed, man. And I really love this guy's content. It's pretty wild. He's the go-to for us.
So the JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, they have images you can go into. You can probably look up Mars. I'm assuming.
Possibly. But we gonna move along and get into this.
Go ahead, bro. I'm stuck on this.
You're like a dog with a bone. Your cousin is like that too. All right, so we're gonna move on to part of the show where we like to do game for the game, where we show different reels and videos that we get off of social media that we find interesting to maybe spark up a conversation. We don't necessarily believe in all of it, but we think it is just fun to kind of dive into and discuss briefly as we go throughout the show. So all you folks in the chat and silent viewers, feel free to comment and all that good stuff. So the first one is called Underwater Alien Bases.
Our boy Casper led again.
Yep, he's back, baby. All right, let's check this out. Let me unmute it.
You received intelligence that suggests that there are perhaps deep water alien bases right now sitting on the ocean floor on this planet. Is that accurate?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Can you go into more detail? How long have they been here? Where are they?
Well, I'm extrapolating all this with my East Tennessee vernacular. So we've got five or six deep water areas of our oceans. And these are areas where we have a high frequency of UFO or UAP sightings. We've had naval folks have told me pretty high up, and we've tracked things big as a football field going 200 miles an hour. And we don't know what it is. And these are in these areas.
What? Underwater?
There's something going on there. And whether it's something that's been here for millennial or whatever, but I always remember the last thing this one high-ranking official told me as he left my office. He was right close to me as I am to my phone in my barn right now. And he said, Tim, they're real.
That is the bombshell that was dropped when talking about the 3-Eye Atlas.
You received intelligence that suggests that there are perhaps deep water alien bases right now sitting on the ocean floor on this planet. Is that accurate?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Can you go into more detail? How long have they been here? Where are they?
Well, I'm extrapolating all this with my East Tennessee vernacular. So we've got five or six deep water areas of our oceans. And these are areas where we have a high frequency of UFO or UAP sightings. We've had naval folks have told me pretty high up, and we've tracked things big as a football field going 200 miles an hour. And we don't know what it is. And these are in these areas. So yeah, there's something going on there. And whether it's something that's been here for millennial or whatever, but I always remember the last thing this one high-ranking official told me as he left my office. He was right close to me as I am to my phone in my barn right now. And he said, Tim, they're real.
That is the bombshell that was dropped when talking about the 3-Eye Atlas.
You received intelligence.
So I don't know how it ties to the 3-Eye Atlas. It's probably something that we probably got out of context, but still pretty crazy stuff.
That's crazy. All right, I got the next one. It's called Where We Safe, I believe. All right, we're safe, we safe.
Oh Lord, what is this? We safe.
Muted. Here we go. All right.
NASA scientists saw 7-foot-tall aliens. Said they're tall, black, and look like African Americans.
Yeah.
What? First of all, why African Americans? Why they look like a very specific nigga? He just basically said they look like niggas. Okay. Secondly, there are 7-foot-tall African Americans. You sure you just weren't looking at tall niggas? Did you go to the moon? Like, okay. So let's read the story and then we will do a deep dive. We'll do our research, but let's enjoy this first. A former NASA research scientist has come forward with claims of an alien landing at a U.S. Air Force base, and what he describes is unlike anything we've ever been told. He alleges that the ship touched down on U.S. soil at a remote Air Force installation where witnesses, now either deceased or sworn to secrecy, were stunned by what unfolded. Let's do a little deep dive. But if they do look like us, I agree with this comment. We safe. We safe out here, so. Who copied who? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Who copied who? Either way, we might be straight.
That is funny.
Let's see here. You get this comment? Okay, let's see here. Black Hebrew Israelites or aliens? All right, that's one hell of a theory. I ain't saying you're wrong. I ain't saying you're wrong at all. Perhaps they were. Next one is called Escaping Area 51. That was pretty wild, right?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. By the way, at Clown6507, thank you for joining.
Yeah,
appreciate
you. Like a new person.
Yeah. We love and you gotta jump in the chat and comment and all that good stuff, man. All right, next one. Escape for sure. All right, so he claimed a man just ET escaped Area 51 and attacked campers. This will probably be on Cap or not, but we're gonna run in on this. So let's get it.
Species of that particular ET was called a quataloid. It was a insect-like, similar to a praying mantis, 6 foot tall, large. I saw it. It was able to run extremely fast, 20 to 30 miles per hour. We could see footprints, its tracks. It was going north. There was a abandoned silver mine in Silver Bow, which was just outside the base perimeter in the northeast area of Nellis Tesla training region. And it's used as campgrounds for a lot of people. And there was a family camping there. And the husband and father saw something, got out of his vehicle, and he was approached this quataloid. And the only person that actually saw this was a military policeman, and he was the closest to the perimeter. And he said that the human ran towards the quataloid, and the quataloid was still, and then the act of the quataloid's arm swinging a motion at the human and striking the human with great force. The human died instant.
Cut that sucker
when
in
it
half.
then came back towards inside the base perimeter, that's when the military policeman fired his weapon and killed the quataloid. The species of that.
Dang.
That's crazy.
So the human ran up on him, tried to give him that good. This thing went here and just chopped him in half real quick.
Damn. That's wild.
I'm like, hey, don't be running them on me like that, man. I don't know you like that.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. All right, I got the next one. It's called Old Testament logic. It's funny, y'all. So don't get. Hey, if you're new here, we kind of go at Christianity a little bit, but it's all love.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
The Old Testament guy or the random villager who never heard of him commit an unforgivable sin. Good God.
So that's why I said that last one was cat. All right, that's fair.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
He stole some bread. Man. You be fine.
Hey, Old Testament Yahweh was not playing with niggas.
Man, that's the coldest warrior you ever meet. Dang, man.
Hey, and send you to oblivion real quick, fast. Yo.
Your death will be fast and slow at the same time.
Yo. Yeah.
Dang.
The 90s were a fun time.
Jeez.
Hey, Yeshua was sitting down like, hey, yo, he's not like that no more. Be cool.
He's cool now. He changed.
He's pretty chill now.
He's a chill guy. We need that meme. He's a chill guy.
Forget. We're not gonna be on the Old Testament stuff anymore. We're gonna go to the new.
I hope not. Jeez.
Yo, hey, he said, stole some bread.
He stole some bread. A random villager who stole some bread. Kid, good.
They wrong for that. All right, man. So we're gonna go to the next one called witchcraft. Let's see what they got to say. All right.
Witchcraft was evil, but every Sunday, millions of people gather to drink blood, eat flesh, make chants, and perform rituals, all in the name of religion. Yeah, I'm talking about Christianity. I told you this entire system was built on occult symbolism, ritual magic, and ancient practices repackaged for control. Let's break the spell and reveal the truth. Every time you go to church and take communion, you're told to drink blood and eat the body of Christ. That's not symbolic. That's a blood ritual, plain and simple. It mirrors the same type of ritualistic consumption found in the cult ceremonies and ancient blood magic. And they call it holy. Let's be clear. What spiritual system has you consuming blood and flesh, even symbolically, as a path to salvation? This is ritual sorcery disguised as worship. You're participating in a mass energy ritual, calling on the spirit of a crucified deity, and then ingesting his essence. That's textbook witchcraft, just dressed in a white robe and golden cup. But let's
thought about it like that.
Ain't over wine and bread. That's a blessing.
Well, I have, but
speaking tongues, that's channeling and energy transfer. Singing chants and using sacred symbols at an altar, that's not far from how ancient priests and priestesses did ritual work in temples thousands of years ago. The truth is, modern Christianity copied and rebranded ancient spiritual practices, many of which go back to Kemet, Babylon, and Sumer, where the Anunnaki first ruled. But here's the twist. While they demonize words like magic, crystals, ancestors, and the spirit, they turn around and do the exact same thing in their churches, only under new names. The Anunnaki were master architects of energy, rituals, and frequency. Some of them taught humans the power of sound, symbols, and sacrifice. Others used those tools to control and dominate. When Christianity rose, it carried ritual systems that mirrored the old ways, but twisted them into tools for obedience, not enlightenment. They replaced your inner divinity with external worship. They taught you to fear your own power and to only find salvation through blood sacrifice and submission. That's not love. That's energetic bondage. You are not a sinner needing salvation through blood. You're a divine being encoded with cosmic energy, part of the Anunnaki bloodline, here to awaken, not obey. You're not crazy for questioning the rituals. You're waking up. The church is the original spellcaster, performing ancient magic while calling it holy. It's time to reclaim your power, to see beyond the symbols, to remember your truth. You are the prophecy. The Great Awakening is here. The time to remember is now. They told us witchcraft.
What do you think about that, bro?
I mean, I was talking to a brother at the barbershop about this. I talked to him. I think he subscribed. So we're talking about how Christianity has been used. Especially he was more focused. Me and him talking more on the Black community. How it's been used to control us, and
absolutely,
he was feeling like having these conversations. He's been told it's crazy for him to even talk about it, but I'm like, and I was just telling him, low key, we're talking about a lot of people are actually talking about it. You should check us out. And I was telling him about like this, some of the things that it makes. Like he said, he never really read the Bible. I was like, well, it makes sense why you question it, because things like XYZ don't make sense. And like, I got into the one that people don't like me to mention, but like how Jesus is seen as the Messiah, right? But like he never did any of the prophecies.
None.
So like, why is he like they kind of take bits and pieces of the prophecy and put it on him, and it's kind of like, he never really did that. Then now you're telling me, well, he can come back and do it, and it's like, well, then why are we like? I don't, you know what I mean? He hasn't done the prophecy, but yet you're making him the guy with the prophecy.
Yeah, he's the one foretold.
Super interesting.
It's very interesting, and you have the Jew folk. They're like, nah, he wasn't it, and he was one of them.
Right.
And they're like, nah, he wasn't. No, that's not. He's not the one. Like, wait a minute, he's one of y'all though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like a different group of people deifying Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying that he was Jesus, and and we're like, hey, nah, he was a great man, but nah, he's not the prophet. He's not the you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not God's son.
I mean, and to be fair, I mean, I think like the first writing of Jesus was the letter to Paul, and that was like 40 years after Jesus died.
Right.
Like there's no contemporary writings of Jesus. Like
Right.
There's no one like who like walked with him and wrote with like about him as he was alive. Like
there's no scribe for him.
Julius Caesar, he was alive because the enemies wrote about him.
Right.
His friends and his enemies. Like Alexander the Great. You know he walked around.
Okay, talk to him, bro.
His enemies wrote about him. So like with Yeshua, there is no contemporary writings. It's just like letters of Paul and I think Josephus. Like he just talked about how like he knew someone named Christ who people worship, but he never met him. Because like all the Bible, even who wrote in the Bible is anonymous. They never knew. They never knew Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting.
Nobody knew Jesus. They knew Yeshua.
Yeshua. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like
however you want to say his
name.
They're
like, oh, you know my man. You know my boy Phil. Phil. Yeah, Philip, the prophet. They're talking about you the whole time.
Right.
Like, you mean Kobe?
And they do that a lot. I mean, they do that with Confucius. Confucius, that wasn't Confucius' name. You know what I mean? But they call him Confucius.
Right.
I don't know why.
Well, that's like they call me Richard. So there's that.
Yeah.
Nathan, that's a bar right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's a bar? I feel that.
Yeah.
I prefer J-Town.
I like that.
It kind of sounds like a group.
Like Yeshua had some great teachings, but like you literally put him in Buddha, like you read what they believed in, it's kind of almost the same stuff. Not definitely some differences, but the way they, Christ consciousness and how the kingdom's upon you, they talk about the same stuff.
Right, it might be the same person. Or they may have been taught by the same person, which is Thoth the Atlantean. Because Jesus did go to Egypt to learn under Thoth.
That's so there's no writing to that though.
There's no proof, but it's in the stories.
So this next one's called Dimensions.
Oh, you got Dimensions? I thought I had that. That's you?
Yeah. I think
you got it.
You just did the last one, right?
I don't know, man.
Is that Dimensions?
I've been drinking. I don't know. Yeah, Dimensions is the next one.
We'll see. It's the same dude. That's why I'm not sure if this is the right one or not.
World. This reality is just one layer of existence.
Okay.
We're in the third dimension, the lowest vibration of physical reality. But it wasn't always like this. We fell into this dense state, and now the goal is clear: to ascend back to the higher dimensions, back to who we were before the fall. The truth has been hidden until now. Dimensions aren't just places, they're states of consciousness. The first dimension is pure structure, atoms, minerals, and matter. The second dimension is biological, plants, instincts, simple life. The third dimension is duality, me versus you, light versus dark, fear versus love. This is where we are in the 3D matrix, trapped in physical form, bound by time, money, survival, and ego. But there's more. The fourth dimension is time, astral realms, emotion, and dreams. The fifth dimension is unity consciousness, love, telepathy, and peace. And beyond that, we return to source in our galactic ancestry. The Anunnaki came from higher dimensions. They didn't walk. They lowered their frequency to enter this plane. They created human vessels by mixing divine starseed DNA with beings already on key. But not all of them had good intentions. Some Anunnaki taught us the way back to the higher realms. Others wanted to trap us in the 3D, feeding off our energy, turning Earth into a frequency prison. They used fear, religion, school systems, money, and war to keep our consciousness low. And now, most people have forgotten who they are. They think this is all there is. But guess what? Many of us are waking up. You might be feeling it. You question the system. You feel like you're not from here. You've had dreams, visions, deja vu. You're drawn to the stars, ancient knowledge, and truth. You're not crazy. You're ascending. Your soul is trying to rise out the 3D trap and return to higher states of being. And the Anunnaki, especially the ones from Enki's bloodline, left keys and codes for this process. It's called Kundalini Awakening. Through meditation, sacred geometry, breathwork, and DNA activation, you rise. Here's how you can start breaking out of this 3D matrix. Clean your vessel. High-frequency food, sunlight, and water will activate your light body. Unplug from the system. Stop feeding fear, propaganda, and division. Go within, meditate, breathe, speak your truth. Use the codes. The Anunnaki gave us tools. The Ankh, the Tree of Life, mantras, stargates, and honor Mother Key.
Where are the stargates?
Stay grounded and in tune with her vibration. As you rise, you will remember, you're not just a human. You're an interdimensional being on a mission, a starseed, a traveler, a soul reclaiming its divinity. This third dimension is not our final destination. It's just the battleground. And right now, we're in the final phase. It's time to ascend. The Great Awakening is here. The time to remember is now. What if I told you this world?
Yeah, definitely go watch our live. We talked about the 7 levels of consciousness. He literally, like, that's kind of what's going on right now. We're waking up, and trying to understand that we are connected, and we are probably bigger than what we are now.
That was so much deeper than rap. I don't think people really fully understood what.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, what that was about.
You got to start. It's the shift, and the thing is, you'll see it because do the conversation you have with other people. Like they'll start being like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that," or "Oh yeah, I've been thinking about that." Actually, my homegirl Melissa talked about how she like she was talking about yesterday how she what did she say? She skipped timelines.
Yo, see, man, I
Like,
put my
she had
chain
a
on her. That
conversation
one,
with her
man. That
parents.
I love Melissa. You
She'll jump
know
on.
that's my
She'll
dog.
jump on and talk about it because it's something she did, like a demonic thing happened too. But I couldn't really, I didn't understand that. That was creepy. But, like, she said that she had a conversation with her mom and dad about going over there to have dinner or something, and she even texted me when she left, and she's like, and they were like, "Yeah, we're waiting for you." And she got there, and they were like, they had no idea what she was talking about. They're like, "What? What do you do? What are you doing here?" So she was like, "Aren't we going to dinner?" And they're like, "What?" And she was like, "I just texted you. I text you guys. I told you we talked about it." They're like, "We did not have a conversation about it." That
I believe. Look, I believe that. That's man. It's so crazy that since you've been doing the show, you've been approached by people in your own friend group who you've known for years. You know what I'm saying? That are hitting you with this stuff. So Nick, talking about the guy, he's talking about, yeah, I bet because he just doing this stuff in the backyard. Yeah. Right. But yeah, that's, man. No, I hear about that all the time. This is one theory that whenever you sleep, whenever you go to sleep, you don't wake up in the same universe.
Yep. I didn't get it. I want to talk about. I should talk about that last night. But what I did talk about though is there's a theory of your consciousness. You don't ever, like, this consciousness that me and you are using right now. We'll never experience death because, like, we'll just keep going to the next timeline. So, like, you might see, like, well, like, so, like, Melissa, I might die in yours, or you might die in mine, but, like, you will never experience that because you'll experience the timeline where, like, you just live forever in this theory. They're like,
I have a hard time subscribing to that one because age.
Yeah, we age. So I don't understand how that will work.
Yes, I'm gonna be 500 and never.
Yeah, I don't want to be
pass.
old looking. So we're gonna walk around with a cane.
Right. Or it may be you go to a timeline where we have ascended from our physical bodies.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
I can see a thing where you do, like, you're on your deathbed, all that, right? And then it's like, have you played the game Destiny? So in that game, like, they basically, like, something from the future just reanimates your body, like recreates you again. So it finds your DNA, recreates you, and now you're a guardian. You go out here and fight. You can't die because you can obviously get brought right back. So like who thought about that, right? Like that came from somewhere.
Yeah,
It's maybe stuff out here, bro. It's like, what if you never do that? What if you just come back again in the future?
Yeah,
the year 4000.
Right. Yeah, possibly you're an infinite being, and you know what? The people that are in here, that stay in here, to stay locked in.
Yeah.
They get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm just rambling off ideas. I'm sorry, chat, but, like, I had to think about stuff like that. Like, what if you what if you die? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all your loved ones, you die, and you wake up. You're like, well, god damn, why am I awake again? Yeah, we brought you back.
Yeah, like,
welcome to the future. Like,
I got out, man. Anyway, all right, man. So we'll go to the next one called Adam's Wives. So let's check this out. I like this lady. Let's see here.
these two comments, and I figured that I could tackle them both by talking about Adam's three wives. Go ahead and grab a snack and settle in, because we have a lot to cover. And as always, anyone who studies Jewish mythology, feel free to correct me on anything I'm about to say. Now, about a year ago, I made a video about this retelling of the story of Adam and his three wives. If you want to read this, just hop onto Google and type in Adam's three wives. It'll pop up. It came out in like 2008. The story of Adam's three wives came about in an attempt to try to explain why Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 seem like two different creation stories, which I've also talked about. I'll link that video below for y'all to watch that if you want to. And it was the Midrash, which is Jewish literature that interprets and elaborates on biblical texts. The Midrash added in the third wife to explain why Adam needs to be put to sleep when Eve was made. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about Lilith first. Now, the best known story of Adam and Lilith can be found in the alphabet of Ben Sira. Basically, here's how it went down. In the beginning, God created Adam. Adam is this giant creature with 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 heads, and 2 sets of sexual organs. Basically, 2 people fused together back to back. Then God decided to separate the creation into 2 beings, Adam and Lilith. Lilith was a mirror image of Adam. She was seen as his equal. Things went wrong, however, when the topic of doing the do came about, because Lilith wanted to be on top, and Adam saw that as being below his wife, and he wasn't having that. So Lilith left. She was apparently headed to the Red Sea when the devil found her and offered for her to be his queen, and she accepts. So now Adam is lonely, and he's complaining to God, and so God sends some angels to try to get Lilith to come back to her husband, but Lilith basically laughs in the angels' faces. So now God has to come up with a plan B, or I guess plan C, since plan B was splitting the plan A creature. So plan C was for God to just create another wife for Adam, and so God takes a rib from Adam, or a piece of Adam, depending on which translation you're reading, uses that to form a woman. This included creating her blood, bones, organs, mucus, skin, all of that. And God did all of this in front of Adam. And so Adam was freaked out. So much so that Adam refused to go near the wife, refused to name her. He didn't want anything to do with her at all. Now, it's speculated that God either completely destroyed that wife or allowed her to leave like Lilith left. Depends on who you ask. So now God needs a plan D. This dude is really starting to act like a scientist in a lab that's just testing shit for funsies. Plan D is for God to create another wife, but this time to put Adam to sleep so he doesn't see her being created. So God takes another rib or piece from Adam. Yes, at this point, he's lost 2 ribs or 2 pieces of himself. Gotta love mythology. Yeah, God puts him to sleep, takes another rib from him, makes Eve, and she was described as perfect and submissive, since Adam can't handle a bad bitch that wants to ride, but whatever. It's just so fascinating to me how deep mythology actually goes. These stories are really interesting
she's my
to me.
favorite.
That's why I said
One of my favorites.
So I received these 2 comments, and I figured that I could tackle them both by talking about Adam's 3 wives.
That's that. So it's mythology. I find it funny though.
All right, I got the next one. It's named "Sign Me Up."
All right, sign me up for what?
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you heard about our religion?
What about?
I don't know if I smashed that either.
If you accept the tenets of our religion and try to live by them, then after you die, you will live on in heaven.
Heaven?
It's a place where you could spend all of eternity.
Eternity? That's a long time.
Yep.
What's heaven like?
Oh, it's the greatest place you could ever be. You'll be really, really, really happy there.
Can I see it?
Not until after you die. And if you don't accept the offer before you die, then the offer is off the table.
Null and void.
Oh, great.
Says so in this holy book written by the people who founded our religion.
How can you trust them?
Because they were inspired by God, and God is perfect in every way.
Because trust me, bro.
So in this holy book they wrote.
So let me get this straight. If I live the rest of my life the way that book says I should and believe the things that book says I should, then after I die, I'll live on for all eternity in a place of happiness, a place which I'm not allowed to inspect while I'm alive. But if I don't accept the offer before I die, then the offer will be off the table. And the only evidence I have to go on is the very same book written by the people who are presenting this offer to me.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Exactly.
Sign me up.
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you heard about...
Yes. Yeah. The claim is also the answer.
The
claim is the evidence. Sorry, the claim is the evidence. The Bible is the claim and the evidence. That's the issue with it. They'll be like, "Oh, I believe in Jesus." Well, why? Because of the Bible. Well, like what? Like, okay, do you have any like scholarly like knowledge of like Jesus walking on water? No, but the Bible said so. That can't be the evidence, guys. The Bible is not like that. You can't use the Bible as your evidence. That's what your claim is. The Bible is a claim.
That's not how that works. But isn't that happiness only from that?
No. Now, I do agree when people say the Bible's Christianity is good for community and definitely, yeah, for sure, 100%. I would agree with that, and it teaches, helps you with your morals. But you don't need that to be a good person. But I can also argue.
I don't have to pay you 10% of my salary to tell me to not be an asshole.
I mean, even the Catholics didn't believe in. I mean, a lot of early Christianity didn't believe in them going to church. It didn't make the what's the point? Just be a person. The Catholics are a little bit more extreme, but all right, I digress.
Yeah, because we're going. I mean, we did do a thing on that last week.
Yeah, last week.
All right, I got the next one right.
Yeah.
So DNA testing, man, this guy's on a roll today. All right, let's check him out.
What up, brother?
You $9 to learn where you're from. But what if I told you those DNA results? Lies, manipulated, designed to erase your truth. If you're melanated and trying to trace your roots, you need to hear this, because those tests weren't made for us. They were made to keep us disconnected. Companies like Ancestry DNA, 23andMe, and MyHeritage claim they're using science to reveal your ethnicity breakdown. They tell you that you're 33% Nigerian, 12% Ghanaian, 40% West African, 15% broadly sub-Saharan African, as if your entire ancestral story fits into this little pie chart. But here's what they don't tell you. Those databases are biased. Their reference samples are limited, and they're not built to detect indigenous melanated American ancestry.
Tests for ethnicity are entertainment value only.
William Gilliland is a biology professor at DePaul. He says DNA kits can be great for connecting family members and finding relatives, but the science for ethnicity testing isn't as concrete.
There's nothing that confident for ethnicity. There's no diagnostic nucleotide. You can say this person is from Europe, this person's from Africa.
We don't oversell. I mean, we just say, look, we provide a service. If you're interested in exploring a tiny bit of your DNA and trace its ancestry, we can do that.
When you say it's a tiny little amount,
It's less than 0.1%.
and that's pretty.
These companies base your results on reference populations, groups of people they use to try to match your DNA. But guess what? Indigenous melanated tribes from America, like the Washita, Yamasee, Black Seminoles, Choctaw, Freedmen, and Gullah Geechee, are barely represented at all. But why? Because these tribes were erased from history, reclassified as Negro or colored through U.S. laws like the Racial Integrity Act, locked out of tribal rolls and census records. So your DNA, it gets rerouted, misinterpreted, labeled African, even if your bloodline never left Turtle Island. During the 1800s and 1900s, the U.S. government launched a massive identity erasure campaign. They legally classified dark-skinned indigenous people as Black or Negro to strip them from their land rights, deny them tribal status, and hide the fact that the original people of this land were melanated. So now, generations later, when your DNA test looks for Native American ancestry, comparing you to modern tribal members who don't look anything like your ancestors.
I can't.
That's how they erase us. Let's be clear. DNA tests don't tell you your true origin. It's like trying to find your hometown using a map that deleted your city. It don't make sense. So if you're Washita, Yamasee, or from any of the indigenous melanated tribes of America, they'll label your DNA as West African or unassigned. But why? Because they're not looking for your truth. They're looking for what fits their narrative. So what can you do? Here's the real way to find your real roots. Start with your family story. Look at land records, freedmen's rolls, Dawes rolls, and census changes. Learn about the tribes that live where your ancestors are from. And most of all, trust your soul. You know when the stories don't add up. Your blood remembers what the tests don't show you. The truth is, your DNA doesn't lie. But these companies, they were never meant to tell your stories. They were designed to keep melanated indigenous people disconnected from land, from legacy, and from the truth. Share this video with someone who got a DNA test and still felt confused. We are not lost. We are the land, the original people of Mother Key herself. And no chart, no test, and no lab can ever rewrite that. The Great Awakening is here. Time to remember. It's now. You pay
I'm surprised his neighbors ain't called the police on him yet. That they're doing all them videos, man.
But no, man, he's stating facts. No disrespect to anybody else. You know what I mean? But
have you ever taken a DNA test, bro?
Nah, I don't believe him.
Never neither.
I don't believe him. And I mean, that dude told you right there. It's point zero what point zero point. It's like 0.1%. Not even that. It's like less than that. It's like not even your whole DNA. Yeah, man. I've never done one. I don't, and nothing against people from Africa, but I think that'd be weird. Like nothing against it because everyone's from Africa. Like everyone can be traced to Africa.
Right.
So it's like that wouldn't be enough to make me. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Stop, Nathan, stop.
Nathan might hit his battles with the. All right, man. You got the last one.
I got the last one. God is a woman. Uh-oh.
It might be an alien. I don't know about that. You might be though.
I'm gonna have to back out now from this image thing.
700 Club. Oh boy.
Okay, so here's something most of us were never taught way before the Bible was even a thing, before churches, before anyone decided God had to be a dude. God was a woman. Yes. Pretty much every ancient culture honored some form of the goddess. Why? Because life comes from a womb bearer. You don't need to have a theology degree to figure that out. And they had eyeballs and common sense. You just had to look around and notice who was birthing and feeding the next generation. Babies came from their bodies, so women were honored as life givers. The earliest religious symbols ever found were of female figures, round bellies, wide hips, and full breasts. We're talking 30,000 years ago. That's a little more than 6,000. Don't just take my word for it. They've been found all over Europe and the Middle East. Look it up. Women were the original spiritual leaders. They owned land, they held political power, they had spiritual authority, and they had bodily autonomy because sustaining life meant respecting the body that carried it. But then something changed. A new wave of war-hungry cultures started spreading across the land. Many of these migrating tribes came from regions where the land was drying out, turning into desert and making it really hard to live. They didn't integrate with the goddess cultures, they overtook them. And as they expanded over many years, they started bringing with them new laws. Men were in charge, women were property, and only men could speak to God. And the female body needed to be controlled because if you control the womb, you control the future. The rise of what we now call patriarchy wasn't just about what to believe in. It was a conquest about control, land, their lineage, and leadership shifting into the hands of men, centralizing male priests and kings, which meant anything from the old ways of living had to go. They turned goddesses into monsters, and women were stripped of rights and respect. The Bible was written during that shift, compiled during a time when patriarchal empires needed a unifying religious narrative, one that erased the goddess-worshipping cultures they had conquered. So basically, terms like pagan or savage just meant those who hadn't been conquered yet. Their sacred lands, their temples destroyed or repurposed, their stories rewritten, their symbols demonized. And the body, especially the female body, was no longer sacred. And yet, none of this is taught. You only find it if you get curious enough to start digging. And once you do, you realize why we were kept in the dark, because we're still living it. Back then, it was war tribes invading peaceful goddess cultures. Now it's governments invading sovereign nations for land, oil, power, patriarchal religion silencing the feminine. There is also missionaries still entering indigenous villages with a Bible and telling them that their ways are wrong. We have been raised in systems that keep us distracted and confused because we're being made promises of salvation. But the truth is, none of us benefit from the patriarchy except the people at the top. Super interesting.
Very interesting. What's that, Nathan?
Controlling the DNA of the culture, eugenics isn't totally a new concept, but it's a terrible thing.
This guy knows.
Yeah. All right. So we are on to the next one, which my system live.
I'm gonna let you ride solo. I'm gonna let you. Yes. I'm gonna let you ride solo for a minute. I'll be right back.
We are on to if I can find the thing. We are on to Cap or No Cap. Cap or No Cap, where we show you videos we find on the internet that we believe are, might be real, might be fake. If you think it's real, you say no cap. If you think it's fake, you'll say cap. So the first video, first clip that we have is movie is over. Let's see what we say. Oh man. All right, y'all see it? All right, let's get it. Oh.
Hey, movie's over, man. Theater's closed. You hear me? Gotta get going. Sir? What the
Hold on,
Hey,
what?
movie's over, man. Theater's closed. You hear me? Gotta get going. Sir? What the
Yeah, that's cap. Big cap. Capital B. Yeah, it was whack. Cap, Nate, Cap, Michelle. I see you, Cuzzo. Okay, yeah, that's Cap. All right. So we'll go on to the next one. Next one is called Encounter. So we'll see what it's about. All right. Ghost Encounter. Yeah, here.
This guy is at a crematorium.
Lights, they turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you right now.
Oh, audio distortion.
gonna
That's
walk you
interesting. This is like mortuary assistant. Oh my god.
What?
Do you see that?
Oh my god.
I didn't know Alex was in the building. Welcome, Alex.
The lid opened up? I didn't see it. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
This guy is at a
I'm good on that.
crematorium.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no cap. That was crazy.
Just say no cap.
Yeah.
No, I got America's FBI in my head.
Yeah.
Alex says no cap. All right, good. I see you. They do. I said I don't know. No cap. All right. I'm gonna say no cap as well. Could we? What say ye?
I said no cap. Yeah.
You said no cap. All right. America again. That's when they got sad.
Matt Damon.
All right, I got the next one.
Yep, got the next one.
All right. Anybody else? Go ahead. Feel free to comment. Cap or no cap. Our next one is called Behind. Look behind. It's behind.
Whoa.
You already see it. All right, check this out.
Creo que me parezco a Dua Lipa, pero desde que me corté el cabello siento que me parezco muchísimo menos a Dua Lipa. Y es que muchísima gente me dice que me parezco a la Dua Lipa. Nunca he sentido que me parezco a Dua Lipa, pero desde que me corté el cabello siento que me parezco muchísimo menos a Dua Lipa. Y es que muchísima gente me dice que me parezco a la Dua Lipa.
You saying cap?
I'm saying cap.
Listen to the Gasmo theme song. Is that the one where they're doing stuff? I'll check that out. You're gonna say cap, huh?
I'm gonna say cap. Yeah.
What did everybody else say in the comments? All right. Anybody says creepy, no cat. Michelle says cat.
What say you, chat?
Creepy though.
Face is huge cat.
Face is a huge cat. I think it was a It might have been a skinwalker. No, skinwalkers don't look like that.
She would have seen it on her phone. So that's sure.
It might be a wraith. All right, I'm gonna go no cat.
Okay.
It's because that face was you. So, all right.
I got the next one. It's called Mothman. I think I've seen this one, but yep, I saw one today. All right, let's get active.
Is that a moth? What the heck? Is that a moth?
Well, the antennas moved. What say ye?
Brian Fontana says no cat.
Brian Fontana says no cat. Then it is no cat.
I don't know what that was. I'm gonna say cat. I don't know what that was.
What would Brian Botano do?
I don't know who that is.
That's what Brian Botano do.
Hey, that's cat.
Scared the shit out of me with that. Oh man, Goat Man.
Wait, what was that thing? I don't know.
Goat Man, Shadow Puppet.
I don't know what that was. That was weird.
Fucking weird. All right, thanks for scaring the shit out of me, cousin. All right. Let's see. What we got here. On to the next one. It's called Nah. All right.
I will feed the barn.
Oh, I've seen this one.
What?
The Goat Man will get you. We have a Goat Man fridge.
Do y'all see that thing?
I saw it standing in the corner. Why should she drop her keys?
She dropped her phone. What about her?
I know if I go and visit one of my primos and they're in the corner like that, the ass whooping they just got was biblical for canon event, and I cannot interfere, so I'm going to stay out of it, okay? But anyway, Representative Latinos Against Spooky Shit. Mira, I know that you're helping this cow transition into tacos.
That's cap.
I'm saying no cap.
She said she don't see it. It's in the corner.
We gotta run it back. Nah, it's so quick.
I can run it back. Nathan White said no cap.
Let's replay.
Yeah, I'll see
Blow it
it.
up a little bit too. Blow it up a little bit. It's in the corner. I like how he named it.
What do you name it?
Shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, run it back.
I'll wait till you get through his little talking points.
He talks for a while.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, fuck me sideways.
I'm sorry. Have to be honest. He's a talker. He's a talker. He's a track star.
You know that he gonna talk hard. Here you go.
So I fed her. I will feed the barn.
Right there.
Right there.
It's her. Like it's the same. Because when you see her boots, same boots, that's her. She sees herself in the corner.
You think it's a mimic?
I think it's a mimic. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why she took like you can tell how scared she is. Look at her.
She dropped her keys.
Dropped her phone. Breathing hard. See, same boots.
Oh shoot, those are the same boots.
She's
Y'all
not
see it?
fast enough for me. Low.
Hola, buenas tardes.
And then the
I
Cardinals
know if I
start.
go invisible.
Nah, dog.
You gonna say? What are you gonna say?
I'm saying no cap, but I would have been running out of that barn, bro.
Say no cap. All right. All right. Let's see. Alex says no cap. Since I say it now, once you pause it. Okay, is it cap or no cap? She said no cap. All right. I'm gonna say cap.
I dig it. All right. Next
Looks
one
like
is called Nightmare.
Okay.
Oh, I named it that.
Let's see. Nathan White says, "I had yet to see a mirror in a barn that isn't in storage or covered."
Yeah.
So you're saying no cap, probably. But how do you get the back view?
Man, I would have dipped out, bro. I would have been
Yeah.
gone. All right,
The
this
hell
is
was
called
this?
Nightmare.
Okay.
That's one of the scariest things about being a night vendor, I'm sure, must be you have no control over the type of people or who your customers are.
What the feezy is that?
Weird things happen at night
No
and weird
idea.
people come in at night, and these can be your customers. But if you notice here, she's doing whatever she can not to look at this person. Now, I don't know if this person has already ordered or what. Now, this woman is lucky. There's people around. There's somebody here who think that this is absolutely weird and started filming. But look at them standing there. They almost look soulless, like a demon or something.
Zoom in on the mug.
I don't know. This would make me
Not
have
you.
to pay more money for security.
What is that, though?
Because, especially as a woman, man, being out there late at night and you get like creepy people like this that show up.
It is cap.
What if she
Oh,
didn't
God.
have all these people around?
This is cap. That's just somebody put a dummy there.
That's ultra cap.
That's
Yeah.
cap.
They ain't gonna get it. What y'all say? She'll say cap.
It's so scary.
I'm so scared of the mannequin lady. Alex cap too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it's pretty cat. What else? What else? Chat. What y'all say? Doing the butt. I don't know why that song's in my head. Just the way you said that. When you said that, got me thinking of that. When you get that notion, put your butt bills in motion. Hey, doing the butt. Hey, sexy. All right. Just want to let you guys know, though. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to do the butt all night long. How's the butt done? Did you ever know the dance?
I never knew that dance. That's way for my time.
Anybody in the chat know how to do the butt? Like, how do you do it? They say when you get that notion, put your butt feels in motion. What does that mean?
That's crazy. I don't know. That's wild work. That's a wild.
Sound like something Diddy would want to happen.
Yeah, I don't know somebody.
Hey, you watch that documentary, bro? We've been talking about it all week.
No, I need to. I need to finish. I think they're gonna watch.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. All right. So Shell says you just bump butts. I don't want to bump. I guess you got bump butts with your lady friend, right? Like dudes can't bump butts. That's weird. I mean, unless you're into that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with that if you are. I couldn't do it.
Did you see that? I'm sorry to change subject. Did you see the tackle on Ertz today in the Vikings game?
Nah, I missed it.
That was horrible.
No.
I don't know why you hit him like that.
Ooh, was it bad?
It's bad. Bro. Don't watch it. It's all over the internet.
Ooh. My auntie mom showed me the dance. All right, they were hip back then. They were hip. It's like a hoop and a hop.
Hop and a side bump.
Okay.
Oh, okay. People do it all the time. Man.
Yeah. So I've seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that hit, but I saw the Vikings. Oh, they was knuck as you butt. A little too late though.
Pumping butts is something cool guys do. That's what Nate
No.
said. That's what the cool guys do. They bump butts. He's just a chill guy that bump butts.
I'm just a chill guy who bumps butts. It's pretty chill, dude.
Weird.
All
right.
Yeah,
Let's get into these cargos.
Cargos. All right, this is what we got here.
Estamos en este momento en el microhospital, escuchamos un golpe
I'll zoom in.
y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro.
See it right there?
Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh, pues el auto...
He said the N-word.
Qué mierda es.
I like to say negro.
He said
Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir. O sea, no, miedo. Ay. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto.
It could be a
Me parece como si fuese un reflejo.
Oh, it moved. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Is that a ghost or a person?
Okay. Oh!
Nah.
Bruh.
That looks like Terrifier.
Bruh.
Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira.
You
Mamá,
wanna get in
la
the
piel de
car?
gallina,
You
hermano.
wanna drive it?
Piel de gallina.
You tripping.
Gotta get
Cagazo.
home, bro. Gotta get home to the wife.
Nah, dog. Hell no.
Nadie.
Like, I don't care what's in that car. You can bring your butt home. Talking about you had a ghost in your car.
Yep, I took a lift. I'm not fixing my car.
What lift doesn't service that area?
Yeah, I guess I'm walking. I don't know.
You gonna
Hit me
walk?
up. I'm not getting in that car. Hell no.
Nadie.
That's crazy.
Even the dog side.
Un montón.
Dude, that's kind of giving me
Bro,
chills.
That was weird.
Es un montón.
So we got no cap here from Nathan. Cousin Alex says that's creepy, no cap. All right.
No cap.
Heck nah. Shell says heck nah, no cap. Wow.
And he walked home.
Yeah, and he walked.
Encima nos mira la puta que te parió.
Crazy.
That's wow, B. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me adjust my stuff here before I get up out of here. All right. Yeah, it's pretty wild. All right, Kobe. You have the next one.
The next one is called Just a Normal Picture.
A normal picture in a broken glass.
Sort of curious how long it takes most people to look at this photo and notice that there's something wrong with the background of it. Because I had originally found this on a paranormal subreddit and people were talking about the background. So of course, naturally, I zoom in. I'm going to zoom in for you. Everybody's talking about the background. I'm looking over in this direction. I'm also looking way at the top here above the picture itself. Let's talk about that. I don't have full context for this photo. My best guess is that it was a girl who somehow had access to like a funeral home or caskets and she's in the casket making like a dark humor joke, right?
Terrible.
Thing. Everybody's talking about the background and that something looks off. I'm looking over here until somebody points my direction to whatever this is. What is that? There are so many elements of this strange shadow to me that actually do look like a face. I mean, I'm crazy here, but like, this looks like the outline of a jaw. That's the mouth. This is a nose, and these two are eyes. That looks like a face next to her. I enhanced the picture to try to sharpen up some of the details and see what I'm actually looking at. It looks even more like a face to me. What is this photo? I'm just sort of curious how long it takes to look at this photo and...
No cap.
No cap.
No cap. I don't know what else it could be. I think Shell's going to say... I thought I heard her. She's going to say no cap. Shell, what does Lovey and them say?
That's wild.
All right. Shell said no cap. Gus says, I see it. No cap. All right.
That's wild.
Yeah. And y'all are pretty hard on this stuff. Then Dwight says no cap. This ghost needs to step it up. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that anymore. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they can make an HR complaint.
Yeah, they need to.
Sorry, didn't know I was that loud. Darn it. No, you good.
Oh, you good. I like hearing it.
Yeah. All right. I think I have the next one called Pack Your Bags. So let's see what Pack Your Bags is. Anybody in the chat, you want to comment what you think that's cap or no cap? Feel free. While I go through this video, it says a woman was packing her clothes for a trip when this happened. No, you ain't going nowhere.
Oh, that'd be terrible. We heard that.
And
Right.
we drive there, it's 2.5 hours away, and
I spent
it looks exactly like my vision. And immediately in my heart, like I cannot explain the feeling in my heart, like it just felt warm, and I'm like, this is my vision. And you guys are like, wow, this sounds like such an amazing story. God is good, God is great, He is all the time, but there's more to it. And this is just, wow, looking back, I'm like, God really, He just loves us so much. But so
The dog is growling. I didn't get it till now. I think the dog is growling.
He was like in the PA school at the time, and so he could have toured with me at a test that day, and this is my vision. And so fast forward
Time to go.
Before maybe a chance to see how it goes. And
So no cap.
No cap.
Just dog over anyone, yeah.
it looks exactly like
Yeah, they got the natural senses.
The dog, it's time to go.
like I cannot
Come on with it.
Yo, the dog out the driveway starting up the car.
Yeah,
Hey, like, hey, yo.
time to travel. You traveling? I'm traveling with you.
Yeah, we out of here, B.
Yeah, no cap. No cap.
No kibbity. No kibbity indeed. All right. What y'all say in the chat? What y'all think? All right, cool. We got the last one.
All right, I got the last one.
Nathan White.
Oh, what?
Nathan White said, "No cap. That is a good way not to miss a flight, but you'll forget your underwear." I don't think she had any on. So
all right. The last one is called "Do the Gate."
I think we keep the show on track. All right, yeah, do the.
All right, let's get it. AI, cap.
Yeah, could be cat. Now we got Cubs in the building. Any comments on the last one?
The last one, the last time.
Right.
But
We're gonna get thrown after that. No cap. Yeah, I get it. All right, cap. We got cap. Caps. Give me the cap. I feel like somebody is shooting off like a Glock 45 or 9mm. Capping that ass. All right, y'all. Show's over.
Show's over. Thanks for joining us. Well, some housekeeping. We'll be back next Sunday. So back at 5 o'clock in between these games. I think I like this 5 o'clock spot. I think it's the best time.
Yeah.
7:30 is a little bit too late. And I mean, I guess we are kind of eating on the 3 o'clock game for you 3 o'clock viewers, but just put it on the phone. Just put it in your ear. Watch the game. Look at the videos, you know.
Yeah, you can do both. Yeah, you can do both. So
go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
Before I forget, I dropped a side quest video. We watched this trash movie, Skinwalkers. Most of it is just us laughing at the comments at the end of it.
I think we dog walked them.
We love you, Ben
Nothing proper would say.
They're gonna keep working, but that's a trash movie, and I don't know what award you won. Man, so check it out. I have another one dropping again, which another bad short film, but I like it. I like it. It's fun to watch and talk bad about it.
Okay, what do we do to them, dog? What we do? Dog walker.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tubi Reviews, our R&B, our cousins.
Shout out to them. Check them out. They also have a YouTube channel way bigger than ours. Yeah, it was a good time. I think next week we'll figure it out. I think we're gonna discuss the Watchers, though. If you don't know who they are, they have a big thing to do with the Giants.
Yeah.
They're basically the Angels. So
the fallen angels.
We're gonna cover them. Get back into that. I was contemplating getting back into Nausea Forever Time, but that needs to be its own thing. If we're gonna do Nausea Forever Time, needs to be like that will be the episode. I feel because it's so long. It's kind of like what I need to talk about. Chat about that with Reed. May not ever do it.
That's a side quest.
Yeah, it's just so long. We might have to do a side quest one of those going forward. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm off for the next 2 weeks, so
okay.
Whatever, man. You know me, man. It's hard for us to get these side quests done. Mike said he left some comments in the last one. So
checked it out. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, you kind of agreed. You said it wasn't that good. It wasn't good. You can't see anything. Check it out. Go check it out. Maybe we're rating on it because the review people liked it. So
you can laugh at us, laughing at them.
Yeah. So, anyways, before we go, anything else, Rashad?
Nope. I'm good. I'll see y'all niggas next week.
So don't listen to the woods. Don't whistle at night, and venerate your ancestors.
Yeah, and with that, guys, I'm just wasting time until I can hit pause on that and end the stream. So we out here, man. Y'all be good. Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.